All right, everyone, welcome to the Truth Tribe. I'm Dawn Thompson. Thank you all for being here. You are all perfect exactly where you are in this now moment. And remember that nothing is wrong with you. You are all perfect, and I love you very much. And we've gotten through the last 3 years when you thought the world was crumbling and you couldn't believe it, and here we are. Okay. And so it's why I labeled tonight's call "You're Not Gonna Like This," which I think is kind of funny, don't you? I actually found it comical. You're not gonna like this because it's time to let go of what's happening in your reality that you've been clinging on to, like for real, right? Like for reals, as we would say, right? With my kids, one of the fragments of your life that has been, let's just call it a comfort zone, it's not going to meet your beliefs in the coming weeks, months, years. And so you have the moment right now, and it's time to reinvent it for the better. Okay. Reinvent that fragment of your life for the better. And so many of you aren't going to like this because at this point in time right now, okay, it's going to shatter some of the choices you've made in your life. And that's not always enjoyable, right? It's going to shatter some of the choices you've made. I'm just the messenger, my friends. I'm the light that shines onto your darkness. I want to be a strobe light. Like I want to be more flashy, right? So bright for you all to see truth that shakes you awake. It's almost uncomfortable, like you don't have a choice but to look. Instead of this really beautiful, warm, sunny light, I want to be the strobe light, right? Because that's my job, and I stand in this gladly. Most lighthouses, you need to understand, which is all of you, with some of your lights off, right? Most lighthouses are only wanted when the boat is under distress, right? Or the end of their journey home. So I understand that about you or many people on this planet. But many are stuck, you guys, and are asking the wrong freaking questions. Many on the planet don't want to hear the truth about religion, about the truth about medicine, the truth about education, the truth about politics, the truth about people in general, right? Because you might be one of those people. We all are one of those people if we don't look at ourselves. It doesn't make us bad or good. It just makes you confused on how to live your new life. That's why you're not going to like this, because a lot of people are, I'm not like that. And then you walk out the door and you watch these activities, and it's not about good or bad or right or wrong. Maybe you're doing very well. Think of it that way in several topics or areas of your life, right? And then you avoid looking into other parts that are not so light or maybe even dark. Okay, so let's address the messy parts of your life. I want you guys to visualize this, okay? That your body is actually are a pressure cooker. You're in a pressure cooker right now, okay? So let's just assume you're a bottle, like a bottle of soda, and it's a carbonated bottle of soda, and you are ready to explode all these repressed feelings and emotions and experiences, right? You may be feeling anxiety lately, old memories, unwanted experiences, environments, or situations in the form of bubbles. The energy's bubbling up, okay? So only you can wake up and see the freaking truth and ask the question, is this really the life I want? It's time to start asking yourself why the blank blank not? Why the blank not? Why the hell not? I think I can say hell. You know the word I want to put in there, the F. Why the F not? Why can't I have healing? Why can't I have vibrant health, wealth, abundance? Let's simplify it. Why can't I have learning, living, and love in its truest form? There's very easy reasons why that this is all happening right before your very eyes, right? It's if you just step up and understand the root of why you've been fed a bunch of BS for the last 100,000 years. Go back 100,000 years. What the hell is my religion, my health, my love, my education? Why the hell would it why is it belittling me? Think of it. No one's asking why they're all trashing you. What's wrong with these pictures? not what's wrong with me. Why is no one asking, why the blank is this? What's wrong with this picture? How can religion be so wrong over thousands of years? People are asking that, and I get it. I warned you 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that religion would start crumbling. Not God, religion. Because you accepted a belief, that's just how it is, of sacrifice and suffering, ready, over soul and source within you. We all did it. I'm included. I did it. I just stopped at 10. Like, I still had to learn, right? You have the ability to do everything Christ or any deity walking on the planet in history has done by incorporating your power into all facets of your life, not just one or two, by becoming oneness with all things. Okay, we all will. And if you're listening on this call, you're already aligned with this belief. That's why you're sitting here on this phone tonight, right? To tell the system, why the blank not? I'm going to use F, okay? I'm not going to say the whole thing. Why the F not? Instead of accepting, that's just the way it is. That's not easy for people. The light you seek means researching why the F it got like this. But nobody's saying that. Nobody's researching that. Nobody's asking, how far back should we go? The numbing, the dumbing, the toxifying, I should say, of ourselves to the point you have no energy left to fight back and ask, why the F are we not living, loving, and learning how to thrive? And to live expanded. As what's crazy is, as all astrology charts show, that you're all here to live over 150 years old. That's a big marker for me going, what is wrong with us? It's time to ask, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Why wouldn't I? Okay, so it's time to see that low frequency people or entities, I'm not getting into other beings and other dimensions and intergalactic stuff tonight. This isn't a Palladian, a galactic, Federation discussion, but that's another option, another discussion for another time. But it's time to see that low frequency people or entities on this planet plan that if they make you sick and tired enough, you won't realize that you can't wake up and live free. So the old and the new earth are a choice right now, this exact moment, okay, in time, to choose what life you want. The FU life or the Eeyore victim life. So Saturday, I think it was you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think Saturday was 11/11, November 11th. It was the 11/11 portal. I saw people all over posting about it. I'm pretty sure it was on Saturday, and it was helping all of us to release limitation and limiting belief bubbles. So a lot of you I felt it intense this weekend. My emotions were off the charts. I was feeling like I had to end a whole bunch of old cycles that I was holding me back, frustrations of giving and receiving, like my whole beingness of letting go and starting was up for grabs. Okay. And so these limiting belief bubbles were coming up from that. And I'm sure all of you felt these emotional bubbles surfaced when you opened your thoughts to a topic frustrating you, or it popped up in some way. Okay. So how do we raise our vibration right now? Okay. Because you can do it slowly or fast, right? So slowly you can do it without even trying. You can simply just allow life to happen by living lovingly and just move along and take nothing personal. Most people can't do that, okay? And so, ignore life around you and move on. Or you can do it the fast way, but the fast way means you have to let stuff go, right? Which is a little bit more difficult because you have to connect to body, mind, and soul, which is you're going to have to get all of those in alignment with balance, which is grounding and those magnesium baths I talked about, and visiting your happy highway so that you're in higher fifth dimension every day or every few days. And you're finding your way out with emotional antennas. In every cell that you have, my friends, is talking to you. Okay, and these emotional antennas are talking to you. They're saying yes or no. Does it feel good? Feel not so good. What do you think? No, you don't like it? Yes, I do. It's there. That's what your cells are doing. These bubbles surfacing in you. Okay, so fragments of your life, energetically, what you're in, also match, and they're basically like cells in your life with antennas. So the body is looking for these experiences in life. And so those cells with antennas are taking in energy of living like super pumped, right? It's my new word. I love that word, super pumped. I watched the movie Super Pumped with my husband, and I just love the word because there's parts of your cells that are super pumped to live in a certain way in one area that you don't have challenges, and you love doing that, right? And then you got other cells that have antennas that are laying down asleep with no signal coming in because the signal can't tap. So remember, you resemble a soda bottle and you are fine. And then all of a sudden there's no bubbles. And then bam, you pop the lid and the bubbles all come to the top. And sometimes they explode out the bottle, right? So when you open a carbonated bottle, all those bubbles surface and then the fluid calms down after a few seconds. That's what's happening to all of you. It's fast, it's intense, but the easiest way to move through it and above it is to see the bubbles in your life, your frustrations, acknowledge the bubbles, the frustrations that are coming up, and I say, I see them, I get it, something I've been dealing with, and then focus on other things, anything except for those bubbles. So leave the bubbles in the soda, let them sit for a minute, and then just let that pain surface and pop away on its own. I promise you it will. Okay. Eventually, pain bubbles, emotional, physical, spiritual, will disappear altogether, just like the soda bottle that, you just have to stop expecting it to stay carbonated. You're expecting yourself to stay in pain, to sick, suffering, and it's ridiculous, right? Like, and sacrificing. So over time the bottle will disappear and it will move on to, you'll go get a new flavor, or the bottle will settle and it'll just get flat. So here's the gig. If you've been feeling the crummy ascension symptoms, and many of you have because you're all very spiritual on this call, okay, if you've been feeling crummy, aches, pains, nausea, headaches, weird creepy crawlies on your body, okay, ear ringing, that's not as much lately for me, but I have been catching it again. This is the purpose of charging love water, why I bring you guys to that, okay? You are clearing and dumping a lot of old, dense energy, and it can be uncomfortable. So don't be upset. I want you to celebrate it and say, okay, why the hell not? Put an F in there. Why the F not, right? It needs to be transmuted into light, because what's happening is light frequency, energetic lighter frequency is coming into your cells through these antennae, and then they need to get grounded into your body because your body is in the physical 3D. So we're absorbing it, we need to integrate it, and then we need to ground those higher frequencies into your cells. But it seems so surreal if there's like nothing physical to do. You're like, okay, I'm just taking in this invisible energy. You don't need to know it's invisible anymore. You can feel it, or you can feel the vibration. You can feel yourself off the charts energetically. Okay, so my point is when you're absorbing, integrating, and then grounding them, right? These bubbles of pain are your cue. When you feel pain coming up, or emotions coming up, or frustrations coming up, these bubbles of pain are your cue to do you. Okay, it's important to transmute them. So one way, I told you last week or the week before, magnesium and baking soda baths. I'm telling you guys, they are huge for calming your energy when you're having anxiety or overwhelm. And then number 2, so these are my 2 tips, and ground your feet. So in the earth. So if you're having a hard time right now, it's because your mind, body, and soul are still energetically in the that's the way it is mentality. Because too many people are still watching the TV wizard, TV and digital wizardries, right? The TV wizards telling you that that's the way it is. It's scary. Something's going to happen to you. Ooh. And my point is that has anything happened to any of you over the last 3 years when this whole bullshit started? No. You're all still amazing. You're all still beautiful. You're all still perfect. So your solution is to adopt my phrase, why the F not? You can put hell in there, you can put anything, but it needs to be a word that wakes you up, like why the blank not mentality, right? And it's a mentality that is still learning in your body and your cells and your antenna how to be your boss, right? The why the hell not mentality is still learning how to boss you around as opposed to just surrendering into that lesser than. Because you're not asking questions in the religious and the medical and the political and the education, all these systems that are total bullshit that are crumbling, right? Why the hell aren't women leading or encouraged or promoted in religious boxes? You can look across the board. I'm not going to pick one, right? Why the hell are we not asking why we can't heal something on our own that we're told is incurable? Why the blank are we not asking why we have to learn stupid shit from our broken education systems? And you're also going, let's go to school. Let's send them to school and learn this stupid bullshit, right? Why aren't we asking why we aren't stepping into the why the blank not mentality? I want to know from all of you. Right? Because if you're having a hard time, it's because you are still so used to accepting that's just the way it is beliefs on religion and education and health. And it's your personal responsibility of asking from this point forward, why the blank not? Why the F not? I mean, seriously. So this is why you're all frustrated. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get into the planets and they are pushing us to do the same damn thing. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, if you're stuck in any part of your life, you can own it. You can own your life right now by simply adopting what the blank am I not getting in XYZ part of my life that I want? Why am I not healing with the XYZ treatment? Why am I not successful with this stupid education? Why am I not able to talk to my spirit guides and learn my own astrological personality because my religion says I'm bad if I do it? Here's the $1 million question for all of you. Y'all ready? And I want you to think about this. I really want you to hear me. Why would any God, any doctor, teacher, public servant give you anything other than the solution to be free? Isn't that their whole effing purpose? Why would we incarnate into this earth to be enslaved? Everyone's blaming everyone and no one's asking why. Why the F are we doing this? Why are you fighting to be free? Because your old memories are of oppression and you are now realizing you can turn on your wholeness DNA, your whole oneness of DNA, that no one on this earthly plane or in the galaxy or universe can affect you. No one. Because people are all like, what if entities come and they scare me? They can. What if people and family or friends or whoever comes and they treat me poorly? They can. Or you up your frequency and they could give a shit less because they don't want to be around your strobe like DNA. Period. It's that simple, my friends, but we have to actually practice it. So if you're asking that question, today is the day you begin your research and you start educating yourself to understand why you need to be sick and suffering. Why do you need that? Why the lack of energy or strength to fight back? Why you've been prescribed chemicals to numb your mind, disconnecting you from clearly talking to source. You are source consciousness. You started as a spark of light. And you have the power to see your light is free to shine and heal and know that its power is here without any external influences telling you what your fate is. And I'm telling you this because this is where education should be. Telling them from day one, when they're a baby. Now, if you do choose to learn and heal and love your light, right, you'll be expected to take responsibility Oh my God, we wouldn't want to do that. Take responsibility for who we are, right? And that is where you will be tasked with two questions at this fork in the road. Here's your fork in the road. We've talked about this before. You're going to have to choose a way of life to be liked and to fit in, right? Just the way it's the just the way it is mentality, or the no more dimming to fit in with the why the F not decision. Okay. It's a choice best made today. And I'm telling you, because it's a new moon today, we're going to get into that. Neither is wrong. It's just a decision that you will put in very different, you're going to put your energy into very different realities from many who refuse to see the truth in all things. Most importantly, the truth in themselves, right? Because when you choose your authentic truth, you begin to see that you cannot accept illusions of freedom. That's the way it is, will be unacceptable in any part of your 12 fragments of DNA. We talked about this, the Truth Warrior training that I'm starting on 11 or 111. If you're not in that, get in that course. Go sign up now before the 20 spots are gone. I'm telling you, that is my point. We are still fragmented into really good at a couple spots. But when you start stepping into your authentic self and realize I don't want any of my fragments, any of my aspects of my personality to be fragmented, I mean, all 12 parts of your life will start to mold and transmute into one state of light. Now, why do I say this? Because I want you to see whether it is last night's TV wizard bullshit or it was 60,000 years ago. Okay, you're being fed a bunch of bullshit on a daily basis to keep you in fear, for fuck's sake. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Choose your fork in the road, my friends. So then say it to the world. Choose. I choose. I choose me or I choose them. And that's okay. And I choose to ask why the hell not, or I choose to say that's just the way it is life. And then start walking. There's no need to tip around everyone wondering if they will or will not join your reality. Just go. Okay? Everyone just decides to live their free will choice, right? And your choice is to go me or them. And it will be an easier path to determine who will and won't be on your happy highway when you just choose who you want to be authentically. I'll add, by the way, that happy highway meditation into your Truth Tribe and Spiritual Warrior dashboards if you want to listen to it, to get onto that fifth dimension. That's where we manifest. So that's where you should be having these discussions with God, source, higher guides, etc. So tonight, you guys, we're all feeling this. As I said, it's a new Scorpio death and rebirth Phoenix energy of why the hell not energy. That's Scorpio stuff, right? That's good. It's juicy and I love it. And if anyone tells you any sort of history lesson like, oh, about what not to say and what not to do and oh, what not to experience, I'm calling bullshit. Whoever taught them is numbed out as well. You keep marching and playing your own trumpet. You keep learning why you've been taught not to be free, not to live free. That's what you have to live. Okay? You will stay in one of two. And again, I'm trying to tell you guys, you don't need to tell anybody what your freaking plan is. Just go. You don't need to engage them. You don't need to explain it to them. And people keep going, well, what about people? Who go? So you will stay in one of two worlds, old Earth, new Earth. Okay. Are at this breaking, they're at this break apart junction, and you already know it's happening now because it feels like pressure to choose. That's what you're all feeling. Like, I feel like I have pressure and I have to choose something different. Yep. You're right. Not what you will do for a career or what you will learn or who you will love or right. None of that. You are at the fork asking, what the hell can't I learn? What makes my soul come alive on my own? Why the hell can't I connect to God and all my spirit guides and live my true supernatural power? Why am I not saying daily, why the hell not? When I'm told you can't do that, this will be vitally, like vital to your choice to be free or fold your hand. Do you all hear this? When you are told you can't do that, you're sitting at the fork in the road, okay? And I don't care who's telling you it. And it's going to be like, well, I've never done that before. I don't care if you have to start from scratch, my friends. This is a vital choice right now to be free or to fold your hand and go with them. It's that basic. And being free means people are like, wow, you're always, there's so many, I'm on every social media platform. I'm out there a lot. I'm really not on them very much. I post a lot, so I have to get on and it's all getting posted out, but I really don't give a shit what everybody's saying. The TV wizards, the digital wizard, can you believe it? I don't care. Because if I'm going to live my best life for all of you, I have to not be lost in fear mongering and scared. And I'm not. There's nothing I'm afraid of, never have been. What I'm afraid of is you all forgetting that you have to say, why the blank are we actually accepting all this? Fighting, suffering, and sacrifice for what? Because someone told you that's the way it is. Does this make sense? All right, you guys, I'm going to give you why this is happening. It's intense. I know you're feeling it, but this is why it's happening. Okay. So here's your planetary update. There's a new moon today and tomorrow. Okay. And it's in Scorpio, the sign of sex, intimacy, finances, death, and rebirth. All the things that make us emotional. Right? So we're smack dab in the middle of like this, literally the moodiest emotional time of the year. Scorpio season is starting. And today and tomorrow, the 13th and 14th, a new moon in Scorpio will bring its presence to us, bringing even more intense feelings, transformative energy, and like this deep needed invitation for change. It's like we're being invited to do it, but then there's a part of us going, but do I leave the fork in the road? That's what's happening. Scorpio is known to be this brave, resilient sign. If you know Scorpios, they are tough cookies, but it can also cause us to feel like what Scorpio can get lost in, which is obsessive and controlling. Okay. And so it may affect how you deal with your emotional inner being, like your emotional feelings and your inner feelings. This moon, my friends, is agitating your carbonated bottle, causing us to stare down truths that we have been hiding from ourselves and others. And we don't want to talk about it. And then it comes up in conversation or in reality, or you see something that upsets you and pisses you off. And I'm like, that ain't pissing you off. You just need that shit to come up. Scorpio's death and rebirth energy, my friends, encourages us, all of us, to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. We've been doing it for years, but this is deep. This is the deep stuff. Scorpio rules the darkness, psychology, the stuff in the recesses of your mind, from history and DNA and ancestral stuff. Okay? So it will be this opportunity to confront our emotional sensitivities and acknowledge all these pent-up feelings that we've had. Doesn't mean to like explode on anybody. I'm just telling you, when it does, let it sit. Don't go after people. Okay. The new moon's going to bubble up like sudden too. It's going to be very sudden and abrupt changes in your life, like the exploding soda bottle. So due to the opposition, so we have this Scorpio's here in the zodiac wheel in the constellations. Taurus is up here equal. It's on the opposite of the constellation to Scorpio. Okay. This new moon is in opposition to Uranus, which is currently retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Okay. And what's going to happen with Uranus in Taurus is we'll be asked to evolve and grow as individuals, which will be hard because it takes us out of our comfort zone. Someone said, how do we keep from going after someone when we get triggered? Any tricks? That's what I just said. This is what's happening. We're going to be asked to grow and evolve as individuals. I'm going to touch on that question in a minute. So it's going to be hard, and it's going to take us out of that comfort zone that we're used to. So you guys need to expect shakeups, emotional breakups, and breakdowns to happen, all of which are going and guiding and pushing us towards the path that you're meant to be on. All of you. Okay. So your authentic self will be fighting for freedom to live in what the blank reality. What the hell am I doing here? Reality. Remember, Taurus up here, Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. It's grounded, and Uranus is an air sign, an air planet. Okay. And it's in its least favorite place when it's sitting in Taurus. So when Uranus is in Taurus, it's going to force all of you. It's retrograde. It's there for years, okay? It's going to force us, it's going to force all of you into getting rid of old ideas and structures collectively. So the collective is going through this, as well as you personally, wherever the planet Uranus is sitting in your chart, go look for Taurus. You'll see Uranus, the little red guy. Okay, you're going to feel some trip ups in that department. Your soul's epigenetic means your emotional genes, not your physical genes, your emotional genes. Your soul's epigenetic memory of energy, as well as the Earth's imprisoned collective. Okay, it's all unfolding, and it's ending old systems that have shrouded our planet for hundreds and thousands of years. Okay, so it's like getting rid of old rules of control for our sovereign freedom. But Uranus, okay, up here in Taurus, opposing this new moon, is only helpful when you're open to change, or when you acknowledge that, okay, I'm the bottle, I exploded and it wanted me to, so I need to thank it. Okay, when you're open to change and you're open to being independent. If not, it will push you to do so without your expecting it. Now, if you're preparing for it, that's different. Okay, so someone said to repeat. Guys, I want you to understand that with this opposition, it's forcing all of you to look at the dark secrets. Just at stuff you didn't want to look at anymore. Your soul's epigenetic memory of energy, as well as the Earth's imprisoned collective, is ending old systems that have shrouded our planet for hundreds of years. So it's like getting rid of your old rules of control for sovereign freedom. Does that make sense? So everybody right here, okay, I am courage, I am love, I am truth. Remember, tapping into your thymus, y'all forgetting it, even if you just do this all day long. I am courage, I am love, I am truth. Repeat after me. I feel courage, I feel love, I feel truth. I see courage, I see love, I see truth. I know courage, I know love, I know truth. You can just tap into your nervous system and rewire it all day long. You'll feel better just from that. I've given you so many tools, that the magnesium and baking soda baths, the grounding of your feet, love water. I cannot emphasize how important charging your water and re-evaluating the water that's going in you is high charge. Okay. All right, so let me open you guys up. There's a few questions coming in here for Q&A. I want you guys to share what area of your life you are needing to ask, why the hell not? Like, what area of your looking going, I'm really good at that, I'm really good at that, but why the hell not? Why the hell am I not okay to do that? Why can't I not do that? Why can't I not do that? Why the hell not? Instead of, well, that's just the way it is, right? Okay. Okay, so I had several questions came in here. Okay, so someone said, it looks like a couple of them are here. The two people kind of asked a similar question, so I'm going to answer them together and see if they overlap. Okay, one says, why do we keep going after someone when triggered? Any tricks? And the other one said, what if we tried these things and they don't work? So clearly you guys are like, yeah, we tried that. But okay, what I want you guys to remember, one thing here is, have you tried once or twice, or have you tried every day? That's the difference. Okay. Have you went outside barefoot for 15 minutes or more every single day? Right? That will settle your soul. When someone triggers you, go outside and put your feet in the dirt, in the grass, in the something, in the rocks. but I don't want to put my feet in the rugs. I don't want to get dirty. Well, then that's on you. That's my point. You got to break these stupid rules. Okay. So just that will settle your soul. But do you have a plan? If your first choice doesn't work, you must have a plan, my friends, for when you get triggered or these bubbles surface on you and you're like, I don't know what to do with them. Own them. Take responsibility for them. Okay. Oh, look at why the hell why the hell can I not talk about what I want? Because that's just the way it is. So someone's saying, why the hell can I not talk about what I want? Okay, because you have to own and make a solid choice. Is you don't have to tell people how they need to be. You're not talking about how you want it to be for you. You're talking about, I want to talk about what I want with people who don't want what I want. And that's the difference. And that's what I realized, which is why I keep trying to tell you all, you're all going out and telling people, I feel amazing. It's an awakening. You got to come with me. Come over the bridge. And I'm trying to tell you, they don't want to go there. So quit telling them. Talk to people who will talk your talk or talk to yourself. Okay. Does that make sense? So quit trying to talk about what you want to people who don't want what you want. Okay. All right. So this next one says, why it makes kind of sense. I get where people are going, or they think you're different, which is actually good. Like I said, if you're a lighthouse, you're going to be overwhelmingly bright for people. And so it's okay if people think you're weird. Weird is actually a compliment. Are you kidding me? People think I'm as weird as they come. So why would this is the question. Why would thousands of years of religion be bad? It's a very good question. Brilliant, actually. Religion isn't bad, my friends. It's who controls religion and the interpretation of religion, stating just as simple as I said earlier, women are less. You are a sinner. You should suffer to get to heaven. And you only get one chance, fear-mongering. No one is asking, why the hell is this okay with all of you in religion? Okay. The communal support and the connection to higher realms and to consciousness and supporting each other as a community and source consciousness is the whole goal of spirituality and religion, right? But if you can do it on your own without indoctrination, you are not controllable and you could break the system. So that's all of our jobs, to talk to source and talk to our guides and break the matrix we have simply accepted too long. Now the universe is assisting you to do so. And now you're like, well, now I'm afraid. No, you're not freaking afraid. Just like she said earlier, or they're thinking I'm different. I don't care. Don't talk to them about it then and just say, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. You don't have to come with me, but I'm going. Right? That's the difference. Okay. Difference has always rocked people. And again, if you're afraid to rock people, that means you still haven't made this conscious choice to stay where you're at, which is, why the hell are we doing it that way? Just say that. Why the hell would we accept pain for anyone? That's all you have to say to them. I just don't understand why the hell we would accept it's okay to put toxins in people all day long and not ask, why the F are we doing this? That's all. I just want to know why. You can't tell me why the F it's okay to put toxins in people, in drugs and medicines that don't belong in a human being, then I just kind of think it's probably something we should research. Hey, why the hell can't women do all these things in all these religions? Why are we not embracing a woman who can give birth and create life, and she's the lowest on the totem pole in religions? It doesn't make any effing sense, and you all know it. I'm not bashing religion, my friends. I'm telling you why it's crumbling. Okay, so it's not bad. I actually love the communal aspect. I think it's important for people to come together right now and start supporting each other, because you're not going to get through all this on your own if you don't have a community. This is why people are starting to come live together again. This is why communities are wanting to live in circles or environments where the buildings are encircling centerpieces, community centers, etc., whatever. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see. okay, so someone just asked what someone just answered, or asked, two of you have asked the same thing, so I'm gonna try and answer it again. So you don't mean actually saying what the hell to other people, right? Or what the hell are they doing to other people? Just ourselves. It's awesome. So yes and no. Okay. If your doctor is telling you there's no cure and you're doomed to be miserable, and you say, well, why the F not? Yeah, I would say it. And I encourage you to say it. And they say, well, there's no drugs or anything to help you. And you say, okay, right? Thank you for your limited understanding. I'll choose to find alternative options to take back my own life. Thank you. Bye-bye. You do you, boo-boo, kind of a scenario. Start with that. I'm going to go start with detoxing whatever part of my body is fighting against this thing. Okay. If it's family or work and you have to sustain yourself for a while, it's more like the subtle, okay, this isn't effing working for me, right? But they must live their lives, and you must choose to ask, why the hell not live the life I dream of, even if I have to start from the beginning or start over? Not necessarily always leaving a marriage or a relationship or a friendship or a job, but saying, you know, when someone says, why are you doing it that way? Why the F not? Why are we doing it that way when there's a better way? That's all. You're just asking why. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see, do I have enough time? Oh, I do. Okay, here's another one. There's two actually really good questions here. So let me see what these are about. Let's see. This one says, what if we, oh, this is the one I already asked you. Okay. This one is, we tried to be free from the enslavement, but it's still here. It's only if you choose that world, my friends. Remember I said, here's our fork in the road, old earth, new earth. This is the way it is, earth, and this is the why the F not earth. Okay. It's only if you choose that world. Why the F would any religion oppress women when they are the givers of life? So we have to go back far enough in time to understand the undoing of women's power, to understand the way out isn't being men. It's being in power of being the soul you came to be, male or female. This is such bullshit, the shit you guys are being fed. Right? And live that truth authentically. Okay? The frequency of authentic. I want you to listen to the word authenticity. It's authentic, which means it's raw and it's truth and it's real. The frequency of authenticity is higher than the frequency of love because it's real, it's raw, and it's truth. So if you're living authentically, I don't care if you're a man or a woman trying to incorporate I don't care about your relationships. I don't care who you want to love. I don't care what you want to do for a living. I don't care if you want to be a freaking unicorn. Okay. Are you being an authentic unicorn? Are you being an authentic man? Are you being authentic to your truth? And if you are being authentic to the truth, that's all that matters. But trying to bash other people to live your truth because you don't like who you are is where the whole thing crumbles. And that fork in the road will lead them into an old plane, and you've got to go choose your truth and quit trying to tell people how to live their lives. It's like everybody's trying to go, but you don't love me and you think I'm bad because of my, ethnicity, because of my color of my skin, because of my gender, because of my sex, because, oh my God, you guys have to start asking why the F not? Go over here to this life of authentic, sovereign freedom. Because when you do that, you don't give a shit about other people. You care about those who love you for who you are. And you stop trying to force others to change their life to be with you. They just like you because you're happy. You're happy with who you are. You're happy with who you're being, and you're being authentic. Does that make sense? This is not knocking men. Oh, no, I'm not knocking men. No, this is not why I'm bringing up women. I do not believe in women's lib. That is not who I am. I don't believe in this whole, let's take down one for another. Let's bring up women so men can go. No. That's imbalance, my friends. That's out of balance of masculine, feminine. You all came here. Some women came to learn how to get in balance with their feminine because they're overly masculine. Me, right? I'm one of those people. I look overly feminine, but I can be overly masculine of doing and creating and being in such creative action mode that I never step back and get back into that nurturing mode. So I don't care if you're a male or female, you're here to learn either to be more feminine or be more masculine in balance. Okay. Yeah. See, I got someone else on here laughing with me. I know. And she's the same as me. We have a lot of these same tendencies. And so I laugh because I go, it's not about if you're gay or straight or a color or a unicorn, i.e. whatever you are. I don't care. It's not about women's lib. It's not about men oppressors. It's none of that. It's you choosing to live there. And then say, but that's just the way it is. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit and you all know it, right? We're here to step into why you chose to come here and what the life you chose to live. And I have to laugh a little bit because I have the same challenges anybody else has. And I teach this for a living. I know the energy. I feel the energy. Yet at the end of the day, when it comes up, I have to thank it and go, okay, I acknowledge you. I'm going to transmute you and I'm going to put you into my cells so that I can awaken who I want to be instead of who I think I have to be for others. I don't have to be anything. I just have to be what's true in my soul. And I love people. I see what you can't see inside of you. I see it in everybody. I see the truth in everybody. I don't see negative. I don't see dark. I don't see problems. That's what you've all been taught. Okay. And so if you're a man struggling with your masculinity, you're going to go attract a masculine person, typically men, right? Or a masculine woman. And so the feminine man is going to attract a masculine woman. Or the feminine woman is going to attract a masculine man, or a masculine man is going to attract a feminine man, or a feminine woman is going to attract a masculine woman. It's just basic laws of energy. So you guys make way too much out of the freaking TV wizards telling you to be upset about some stupid bullshit that doesn't even make sense in the why the F are we doing this shit? Am I being very clear with all of you? Which is why I said you're not going to like this, because you're not going to like the fact that you have to change you. You have to let the emotions come up. You have to go, oh shit, I got to choose me and I got to be authentic and I got to find my space and my path and share it with the world. And I have to quit worrying about what other people think of me. So I did a mini on Instagram today. It was like 30 seconds. I don't even know if it was that long, a minute. And I was wearing by the way, all my truth apparel, go onto my website, ideserveitnow.com. But I had on my Born to Be a Badass sweatshirt. And so I did a mini showing you all what badass means. Because it sounds like, oh my gosh, well, what does badass really mean? And I was sharing with everybody, bad through the ages is you think of that bad person, right? The Harley, the biker, the mean, the Hell's Angel, the someone who's been really bad, that child that always broke all the rules. The rule breaker. I'm like, oh, amen for the rule breakers, Dawn. And then ass is stubborn. It's a stubborn ass. So if you're a stubborn rule breaker, you all get gold stars tonight. Break the freaking rules. Okay? Live your authentic truth and ask, why the F not? Why the F not do we not have women? Why the F not are we not healing? And of course, we have a doctor on here who knows how to heal naturally. And she's seen it over and over again. I can prove it all to you because I have her right here. So my guys, my friends, my soul is trying to reach into your souls to get you guys to shake up and light up your life and understand that we're not going backwards. And as much as you want to, as much as you want to cling to all that, this is why I'm trying to share with you. You're not going to like it if you keep holding on. Okay? So if you keep holding on to what you don't want, it's going to get uncomfortable. If you try to shift yourself a little bit and say, all right, I'm going to change the ways. I'm going to let stuff come up, and I'm going to go, wow, if it's coming up for me, it means it's time for me to make a change. And some of it's going to be uncomfortable, period. Some of it's going to be pain in your body. And you're going to go, I'm going to go research. I'm going to go find 15 people if I have to find the one person that's going to get rid of this naturally. I'm telling you, if someone doesn't fix something on me, I go research more. And if they don't fix it, I research the next one. And I keep going to my spirit guides and saying, who the F is gonna freaking fix this? Because I know my body and my soul and my mind are capable of attracting the frequency of the person, place, or thing that will solve this problem or challenge I'm up against. I don't sit and let someone tell me there's only one way and I'm fucking doomed. I fight for it. It's okay. If this gets taken down, I'll repost it and I'll bleep out my voice and then I'll put it back up. Just so you know, if it goes down, and people are like, where is it? Tell them. Sorry, she had a potty mouth. Her sailor mouth was off the charts last night. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember that we have Truth Warrior training that's starting on January 11th, 1/11. And again, you guys, Warrior, all caps, Warrior 24 is your 20% discount code. It's 12 weeks of raising your frequency, raising your DNA, and charging your frequency to the DNA that is whole and one. So you don't care about other people. You will be so whole and complete. You will step out into the world with complete authenticity, raising your frequency, raising your ability to override any physical, emotional, spiritual pain, because we're healing your DNA, your cellular DNA, your spiritual DNA. Okay. So Warrior 24, those of you, if you have questions about it, please just send me a DM or just go to info@ideserveitnow.com or go to my website. And just shoot me a message and we'll get on even a call if you want to have more details on it. I'm happy to chat with you about it. Remember, if you're on Free Truth Tribe, to gift yourself the Warrior Pass, because I've been adding all my new courses on there. So you guys who are in Warrior Pass, you guys are the all access pass. So you have everything that I ever make and anytime going on there. Okay. You're gonna want to be in that. So upgrade yourself to the Warrior Pass. If you guys have any questions and you want information on other things that are going down, or you just want a life blueprint, a blueprint reading, which is your astrology, it's a long call, it's a long session, but you're like, I need to know who I am. I need to know my authentic self. Just go onto my website as well. Go onto events. You'll see blueprint reading. I think it's the first button there. Okay. And again, if you guys have questions, you know how to find me. I'm on every platform and I'm easy to find, or just type in Dawn Thompson and you literally cannot not find me on the web, on the web. I'm everywhere. So I hope you guys understand. Do not accept anything other than why the F not from this point forward, because I'm telling you, there is no going backward and we are already in new earth. I'm helping you stay there. Okay. So plan for the new moon today and tomorrow. If your emotions are wonky, you're okay. I promise. It's going to just bubble up and it'll go away on its own. I love you all. Brightest blessings, you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Take care.